warm welcome. You've joined us on Commodity Central right here on ET Now. I'm Ashesha Advaryu, and today on the show we're going to put the spotlight on monsoon progress and the southwest monsoon progress so far. And to discuss that in greater detail, we are now joined by Mr. Mahesh Palawat, Vice President Meteorology and Climate Change at Skymet, who's now joining us. Mr. Palawat, thank you so much for taking your time out. And the monsoon deficiency so far this season stands at about 12%. And this is as on the 10th of August. Basis how much deficiency we have seen so far, how do you expect the monsoon to progress going forward, and will there be any change in your estimates for the entire season?
Yes, we think that this deficiency of 12% or may go down to 13%, 14%, it will maintain because now we do not expect a monsoon to be very active over many parts of the country. Now, the weather systems which are developing over Bay of Bengal, they have a tendency to travel in westerly directions in last 5 to 8 years. But now they are moving in northwest direction. Therefore, we think that now rain activities will be confined to Odisha, West Bengal, Jharkhand, parts of Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, and North Chhattisgarh. But in next 2 to 3 days, weather of western parts of Rajasthan, most parts of Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra, South Peninsula, as well as parts of Punjab and Haryana will go dry. That's why the deficiency may increase slightly, increase further, and monsoon is likely to end on a deficient note. We can say the less than 90% on the drought-like condition will be there.
Okay, so monsoon is likely to end on a deficient note for the entire season despite the kind of heavy rainfall that we have seen in the first week of August. But Mr. Palawat, let's also talk about how monsoon is expected to progress for this month, in the month of August itself. How is monsoon expected to be across states, across the country?
Yes, first week of August was very good in terms of rainfall. There was surplus rainfall. But now, as we are progressing further, the impact of El Nino will be more prominent now because now sea surface temperature over eastern parts of Pacific are increasing. That's why the impact which was not visible until now, the impact of El Nino, because July was surplus, however, June rainfall was deficient by 40%, but the July was very good in terms of rainfall, and first week of August was also fairly better than normal. But now, as we are progressing further, although Indian Ocean dipole may increase, may become positive. Already it is positive around the temperature of around 0.6 degrees Celsius above normal. And by fag end of August and September, we think it will be 1.2 degrees. But it is not enough for to mitigate the impact of El Nino. So therefore, we think that August will end on a deficiency note, and further, if we go ahead in the month of September, so impact of El Nino will be more visible, and rain deficiency will further increase. The indications are like this because most of the global models and Indian models, they are predicting that monsoon will end on a deficient note, but next 10 to 15 days, eastern and northeastern parts of the country will get sufficient rain, or you can say normal to above normal rain. But western parts as well as South Peninsula, western part, I mean to say that Rajasthan, Gujarat, western parts of Madhya Pradesh, most parts of Maharashtra, Telangana, interior Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. All these areas will witness less than normal rain. Our eastern and northeastern parts will be normal or above normal.
Okay, so for the full season, we are still expecting deficiency. But Mr. Palawat, let's also talk about a couple of states which are heavily dependent on rainfall for Kharif crops. Bihar, Jharkhand, Andhra Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. And we have seen decent rainfall in these areas over the last few days. Is it enough to sustain Kharif crops for the next few months?
See, already rain is very good over these areas because Telangana, Madhya Pradesh, and Chhattisgarh, all these areas, Maharashtra, most part of these states are rain dependent. Their irrigation facilities are limited. And until now, the rainfall which has already taken place over these areas, I think the Kharif crop will sustain. Uh, the weather will go dry, but it will not be completely dry. On and off showers will be there, but it will be below normal. But as Punjab and Haryana, these areas are well irrigated. They have irrigation facilities. Uttar Pradesh, many parts of Uttar Pradesh, particularly western parts of Uttar Pradesh, is self-dependent in terms of irrigation facilities. However, eastern parts of Uttar Pradesh will get occasional showers, and monsoon will be near normal in coming days. But Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, and Odisha, these states are the main states which will be benefited due to upcoming monsoon rains, because the weather system which will be developing over northwest Bay of Bengal, they will travel across Odisha, Jharkhand, and eastern parts of Uttar Pradesh, and they will not they will fizzle out thereafter. So these areas, particularly eastern parts of the country, will continue to get good rain for at least next 10 to 15 days, and it will be enough for Kharif crop to sustain themselves.
And Mr. Palawat, what will the forecast be for Mumbai and Delhi in particular for the next few days? Should we brace up for heavy showers, or is that not expected?
See, Delhi may receive occasional showers, that they will not be very heavy downpour, which we have seen on August 7th. But yes, occasional rain will be there for at least next 2 to 3 days, because the monsoon trough is shifting to Indo-Gangetic Plain, and the low pressure area, which was over northeast Rajasthan, it will get weakened, but it will be in the vicinity of Delhi. So Delhi, Punjab, Haryana, and western parts of Uttar Pradesh will receive rain, occasional light rain, 1 or 2 moderate as well, for next 3 to 4 days. But the monsoon surge over western parts of the country is still very weak. Therefore, the rainfall will be over Goa and south of Goa. But Mumbai and adjoining areas will get only light isolated rain, and we do not expect any major impact of monsoon surge over Mumbai, Thane, Dahanu, Alibag, all these areas for at least next 1 week. Thereafter, it may increase. We have to wait and see if any weather system develops and it travels towards central parts of the country. Then rain activities will intensify over west coast, including.
Understood. So that's the forecast as far as Mumbai and Delhi are concerned for the next few days. But Mr. Palawat, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now and sharing your thoughts not only for the next few days, but even for the entire season, where monsoon is still expected to be at about 90% of the long period average. But that's all the time we have in this edition of the show. Thanks so much for tuning in. More news and updates will continue on the other side. Stay tuned.